Howdy there, folks! How are y'all doing? My name is Rees, and welcome back to Tekkit 2, our adventure extravaganza, where I did say we were going to leave here, didn't I? And I plan on it. We are not going to be spending any more time down here today than we have to, other than just to say that things are going really well. Everything is still producing at a pretty reasonable pace. Also, yeah, we can just... Okay, well, if I don't look down and I keep moving at a reasonable pace, we can walk right over holes in the floor, and that's fun. And check this out. Empty, right? But that's just because it's so efficient and getting down here and making 4,563 carbon plates. How crazy is that? How absolutely crazy is that? This has a little bit of a buffer. It doesn't need it. It executes perfectly and gets the results we want. How are we doing here? All right. That was never going to fill up. It really is genuinely just a little bit of a buffer because this is oh my gosh. See, everything is working fine. Everything is working dandy. Everything is going along swimmingly. It's weird that we've only got 42,000 iron when you consider how much iron we're currently producing. As opposed to, I mean, look, I get that this isn't being used and iron is. But there's a lot more EMC going into making iron, so you would expect there to be more iron. It's not getting stuck up here, is it? No, it looks like it's being removed at a reasonable pace. And then, of course, down here, yeah, we're finally okay on blocks of coal. Everything's running smoothly, and I haven't checked this in a while. I'm wondering. 131 medium voltage solar panels, so we're just getting a head start there on the time when we're eventually going to start making high voltage, which is going to be great. But the last thing I want to talk about down here, and then we're leaving, I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to go upstairs and see if we can find something interesting, I guess. But I was thinking about blowing out this wall and installing windows, and what I thought about doing was either one big window or stripes of windows, so like every other one is a window, or staggered window. So this is 3 blocks thick, and I was thinking we get rid of the middle block, and we have, and you know what, we might as well just go ahead and demo this, because I would love to get some feedback on what you folks think about this. Also, it's not called the window, it's called glass, and then you make a window out of it. So the way that I was sort of picturing this, oh, this part's underground. I do oftentimes forget that, yes, large portions of the factory are slightly below sea level, so we might have to do this demonstration from outside. This is not going to be the whole episode. This is just going to be a small portion of it. There we go. So, oh yeah, that's going to be weird, because some of it is above ground and some of it isn't. So will the window just like scale down? Or am I going to strip away all of this to make it uniform? I don't know. But the idea that I had was, let's say the windows are here. Okay, and then on the inside, we make this hollow, right? And then we have that, and then that's like that, and so the staggered window, where that's like that, and then, look, I've got to do the whole thing properly, otherwise it's not going to really match the vibe and aesthetic I'm going for, so there we go, we fill that in, and then we'll leave the inside hollow. We could fill it with glass as well, but... boom, that's the look right there. And then imagine that, but all the way up and down. I haven't decided for sure that's what I'm going to do. I have decided that I will be breaking that piece, and we're just going to fill all of this in with marble. We're going to leave those floating in there because that's funny. They'll go away eventually. But, I don't know. It's that, or it's 3 glass all thick all the way through. I think that's an interesting look, and I'm curious to see how it looks from the inside. Because that's where we're going to be spending most of our time, let's be honest. Where's the door? Isn't there an invisible pressure plate here? There is, okay. So that'll automatically close. That'll automatically open. I keep forgetting about that. So yeah, there we go. I guess really there's not a whole lot of light getting through there. I do maybe like the idea of stripping away, at least to sea level, the ground outside and having those windows be all the way down. You don't really get a good glimpse outside unless you're sort of at an angle with the windows. Maybe I don't like it all that much. We might end up having to just experiment and try different things before we decide exactly how we want to do this. So, comment down below. Let me know what you think we ought to do. And then in the meantime, let's head upstairs. We've talked about bees, and we've talked about trees, and we've talked about doing any number... Oh, good. The Spurious is clear. Oh my good gosh, who was that? Great, fantastic. Spurious is cleared out. Looks like there's another story unfolding now. They just can't get away from this nonsense. Who are you? Fernie? Is he a dwarf? He's a little fella. He's a little fella. I'm trying to get a look at his whole outfit, but he's not. Is he wearing overalls? Like, it's hard to tell from the front because of the magnificent beard. But when I get around the back, it definitely looks like he's wearing some brown overalls. This is a weird way to greet a stranger, isn't it? Let's see what the game has in store for us today. Hello there! Hello, kind stranger. My name is Fernie. I hope that I am not bothering you. I mean, I really didn't have anything planned. I was just going to kind of wing it. So, no, not at all. Welcome to my home. My family and I live across the way there on that island. We've been neighbors for some time now. Fernie! Fernie from the sign with the trading post who wants us to bring monies. Fernie! That Fernie! I've never seen you before. Yes, well, we are being hunted by a foul beast that consumes dwarves. So he is a dwarf. So we've been hiding. That sounds like a rough time. I mean, you've built a lot of buildings for someone who's hiding. But I guess a beast that eats dwarves is not going to eat buildings, I suppose. That sounds rough. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, it's been rough. But we get by thanks to some invisibility potion that we purchased from a pair of witches. You know, I had a pair of witches under my house once. Some of you folks may remember a long time ago when we were building the NASA expansion in the far west wing, in the first floor basement, not the deep basement or the factory basement, which isn't really a basement. It's just barely below sea level. But you know what I'm trying to get at here. Yeah, I don't know what happened to them. I went down to hunt them and they escaped somehow. None of that's relevant, is it? I'm glad that you found a way to survive, though. That's good. And invisibility potion explains why I couldn't see you. So you've been there the whole time. Presumably you and your family. Every time I've gone to that island and never done anything, you've been there. I've just not... How do you run a trading post when you're invisible? I guess you don't, because I've never seen anyone come by. Well, hey, look, glad you've managed to survive. Sadly, we've run out, and they are too busy to make any more for us, so I spied your brewing stand through your window and was hoping that you would be willing to help us, perhaps. Yeah, I do have a brewing stand, and it would be cruel of me to let your family be consumed by some sort of foul beast, so of course, yeah, I can... how many do you need? Thank you, please deliver 9 potions to my brother if it isn't too much hassle. Do you have a brother? Oh gosh, you do. Who is this Gray? Oh, from Gray's mind. Yes. Okay. So I guess you've been down there. Do you have a key to this place? We tried to get in here once, but there's no key. So what do I got to do? Potion of invisibility. Oh, 3-minute version. So not too picky. They just want the basic potions. Gray's not super talkative at the moment. Sure. You know what? This is not exactly what I had planned for my day, but also... Did I put down a thing to open? Yeah, okay, good. I didn't really have anything planned, if I'm being completely honest with you today. So we might as well make potions of invisibility. So let's see. Potion of invisibility. What have you got for me? So it looks like it's going to be pretty simple. We can... Oh, that's the 8-minute one. No, we just need the 3-minute one. That's all we need. So we need a potion of night vision. And fermented spider eye. I'm just going to go ahead and add that over there so I can quickly reference it. And then that's a golden carrot and an awkward potion. There's a lot of steps involved with here, so that's a water bottle and a nether wart. Okay, I think we can get all of these things from right here. Watch this. Nether wart? Yeah, we can get a ton of. We can get an awkward... well, no, we can't get an awkward person. A Persian? Persian. We can't get one of those. We can get a golden carrot. I don't even know why I typed that in there to begin with. A spider eye that has been fermented. Odd request, but I can do that. And then we need a bottle, but not with water in it. But I think I know of a surefire fast way to fill up a water bottle. Watch this. Check this out. This is cool. This isn't going to work, really? Are you for real? You're not going to let me just fill the water... Why? It can be used in crafting. I've seen it be used in crafting to fill, like, water cells. And you can make cold tea if you have some tea leaves. There's a lot of things you can do with this, but apparently you can't fill a bottle. That's a darn shame, so we need 9 of these. Do we not have an infinite water source in the house? I suppose not. We always just come down here to where I also have some assorted vegetables planted for some reason. Have we ever... Let's see, 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Have we ever once come down here and harvested these? Is this the first time? Did I start this farm in earnest so we would have a place to eat food, and I've just never harvested from there before? Comment down below if you've seen me harvest from there before. That's pretty funny. We can go ahead and just condense that down, though. And we're not actually going to eat either of those. The first harvest is now gone. What a shame. I don't... Blaze powder... Is that necessary? I think that's necessary, but over there. I don't know why it was there. So we need to throw in 3 potions... And in order to get the first stage of this, we can go ahead and get rid of water bottle. The awkward potion, we're just going to add some nether wart. And then, could we speed this up by getting some additional brewing stands? What goes into a brewing stand? And does it not have an EMC value? Brewing stand. It absolutely does. Okay, we're going to wait till this is done. And only after it's finished are we going to completely just shred the darn thing. Apparently destroy the floor in the process. Like absolutely unhinged lunatics. And then, I don't know, maybe this is going to become a lucrative business for us. So maybe we need multiple brewing stands. I don't know. But now we need to queue up 3 more here with one of those, and a bit of that. And then the same thing over here. What are you waiting for, Gary? I want to do all of these in sort of sequence, so we're going to get rid of the nether wart and the awkward potion. Next up is the night vision, and that's going to be the golden carrot, which makes sense because Western propaganda during World War II was that carrots gave soldiers better eyesight. I'm pretty sure it was like a weird propaganda thing to like trick the Germans, or maybe that's one of those apocryphal stories that everyone says is true, but no one's ever actually bothered to verify, and therefore it probably isn't actually true. But if you tell someone that it's not true, they'll argue with you because they've always been told that that's true. But then again, that's probably the same for eating carrots making your eyesight better. A lot of people have been told that. I've been told that that's not true. And that's just like an apocryphal World War II thing. But then that story might be apocryphal. I don't know. I haven't checked. Are you going to check? Someone Google it. Are carrots, I think because of like beta-carotene or something like that, is the concentration of beta-carotene, so now we're going to add the fermented spider eye, inside of carrots, or is there anything inside of carrots that will give you substantially better eyesight if consumed in reasonable quantities? True or false? And then also, was it like Western propaganda to trick the Germans? Or, I guess anyone, it could have also been the Japanese. I always heard it was the Germans, though. So, comment that down below and let me know. We're going to all learn together whether or not that's all been some BS. And there we go, Potions of Invisibility. That was pretty quick. We've got a nice supply here, ready to go to Fernie's brother. I've got the potions, by the way. Thank you so much for doing that for us. Absolutely, Fernie. Happy to help. Only too happy to help. Hello, Gray. Let's see. So we did get 9 of these, right? And we're getting 8 coins for each of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that mean that there are, Does that mean that there are a 9... Wait, is that in my inventory now? I couldn't put it down here a second ago. Check that out. They're IC2 coins as well. I think this is what we got for doing quests with... Yeah! 17 coins. Can I buy anything at Fernie's Emporium? Opening soon, Fernie's Trading Emporium. Bring money. I did. It's not open. Maybe soon? Maybe we have to defeat their monster. Hey, Fernie. Do you want me to defeat the monster for you? So that you don't have to live in hiding anymore and your Emporium can be properly opened? If it finds us, your aid would be appreciated. Until then, thank you, Rees Crafts. No, Fernie, thank you. Thank you so much for revealing yourself. Now I know I'm not crazy. And that, in fact, there is... It's just good to know that someone's been building all of this, and it's not just me in some sort of weird fever dream, like fugue state. It's someone else has been behind all of this, and that is beautiful. And it's actually, I mean, I don't know, presumably we gave them 9 potions. Does that mean there's 9 dwarves? Where are they? Are any of the other ones visible? I don't actually know. I don't actually know. Okay. Well, I wonder what's going on with everyone else. Does anyone else have any interesting quests for me? Oh, geez, it's got real stuttery there. What's going on with the pig people? Oh! Well. Alright. What happened here? Oh, I guess they wanted to contain the lava flows, and it, like, maybe backed up and filled the island? Is that what I'm seeing here? I genuinely don't know. And then what is this? It's some kind of, like, bridge. Oh, is it maybe, like, a magma duct? Like an aqueduct, but for magma? What are they doing out here? Also, is this netherwort? This is so much netherwort. Is that their one decoration? That's the one thing they know what to do with, is netherwort. Bless them. I don't like this little terraforming project they got going on over here, but I'll tell you what, I'm grateful that it is only happening inside of their walls, right? They encased 2 volcanoes, and they've limited their madness to that, and they're keeping it tight in, which is good to see. I wonder what the goal here is, though. Like, what are they trying to achieve? They've built this dock that is full of... Have we been in here before? Carrots? What the heck? They've got, like, so many carrots. What are they doing with all... I mean, I guess they're pigmen, so... Ooh. Iron and coal and sticks. Everything you need to start building weapons, one assumes. Oh. Oh, and carry... Oh. Supplies. Right, to keep an army fed. Is this the Navy? What is this boat? I would break it, but I don't... I feel like that would be an act of war. Oh my... Look at these guys! Look at these guys! Is it my imagination? Are they bigger than the average pigman? Look at... What is this armor? And these shields that they've got. They're massive! Yeah, I'm not here for this. I forgot I can walk on water now. That's... Yeah, no, we're dealing with a constantly advancing force here that I'm not comfortable with. But again, if we can manipulate them into buying weapons from us, although it looks like they're building their own, but they're building like swords and things, I'm sure. Like, yeah, they've got weird-looking armor and shields and swords. But do you know what they don't have? Muskets and blunderbusses, which I'm still thinking that might be a fun idea. We can open, maybe we can even sell them at the Emporium. Although we probably have to pay Fernie as like a middleman. What if we built a competing Emporium across the way, right? So you have your Emporium here, and then across the way you've got my just like basic trading post. It can be well, we don't have to compete. Mine can be super specialized on weapons. So you come in and we could get sneaky and we could build it over here. And maybe hire some villagers or something. Oh, we can get Napier or maybe someone from Napier's village to run it. And it's conveniently located right between the Endermen and the Pigmen on neutral ground. And they can come over and they'll exchange back and forth and they'll never know. They'll never know that it was me. Secretly, so we can have an underground tunnel connecting it. We can have the factory automatically building the munitions and the weapons and the armaments and have them like ducked over here and pay someone else. Oh, that would be sick. Are you kidding me right now? Or we could have 2 different stores. That way we don't run the risk of them accidentally finding out about each other. And we can place one really close to the pigmen, and then we can play. Actually, if you have a look at our map here, what are we working with? Yeah, so if we just put one on this peninsula here, just like right next to the Pigmen, or to the Enderman Tower, and then one on this peninsula here, right next to the Pigmen, and we just give them completely different but similar enough names that they should be able to figure it out, but they don't, and that's funny. Oh, there's more volcanoes up here. I hope they don't find out about it. Look at that. All of that is lava now. That wasn't the case. And then, yeah, look, it looks like they're trying to channel it out. What are they working on? Comment down below. What do you think they're working on? Does it feel like this crisis is coming to a head? See, what I like about the Endermen, sure, they transformed a whole island and a couple of small satellite islands into, like, Enderstone, and it's very creepy, and the tower is creepy looking. But you know what? They haven't done anything else. They've not built a giant wall. They've not populated it with a bunch of Endermen. They just exist here, and they're chill, and I appreciate that. But we are going to try to bait them into a war. I do wish I didn't live between them, and now I've met Fernie and his brother Gray, and apparently he has a whole family. We sold them 9 potions, so presumably there's 9 dwarves over here, and they seem like lovely chaps. So I mean, just based on the 2 we've met so far, one didn't even speak, but I'd hate to actually have the war happen on their island now. Maybe we need to build some sort of battle arena where they can settle their disputes in an arena that they have to pay to rent with weaponry that they can buy, or there's a subscription service where for a flat fee each month they get access to unlimited weapons but can only take out 3 or 4 at a time, or maybe more depending on what tier of subscription they have. Oh, I'm getting brilliant ideas right now. And it doesn't actually matter if they break during the battle because we'll be manufacturing them for free in my factory. We'll just have an endless supply of weapons feeding into this gladiatorial arena. It'll be like in Bionicle 2009 when they had the Glatorian, and anytime there was a fight over land, territory, resources, you just sent your 2 Glatorian. You didn't have a whole fight between 2 tribes. You just sent in the Glatorian, and whichever Glatorian won, their group got whatever the supplies were. That was an interesting year for Bionicle. And then it got shut down by LEGO, and then it rebooted in 2015 and was bad. And then it got canceled again in 2016 because it was bad. And then we're just waiting on them to realize that they need to bring it back, but like the original, just rerun the originals. That's fine. They basically did with the Tahu construction set, or whatever they call it. Contraction, I think. It's a pretty cool little set. I like it a lot. It was fun to build, and I like the throwback. Tahu's cool. I wish we had all the Toa in that style. Thank you folks for watching. That's pretty much it for today. We met Fernie, I guess. Whatever else I was going to do, I've been too distracted now by just thoughts of war. I like it. Thank you folks for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.